Cunt is not a neutral word. When I first heard cunt way back in junior high, the word conjured up images of a cross between slut, whore, and a dash of dog excrement. Cunt was a vile word, a piece of gutter slang, something I would never, ever call anyone. I was raised to be a lady. Little did I know how acculturated I was. My concepts and definition of lady, and also of virgin, good girl, vagina, menstruation, and cunt, all came from a patriarchal society and were not an authentic expression of who I am and what I know to be true. Decades later, armed with a little education and my own copies of the Women's Encyclopedia of Myths and Secrets and Inga Mucio's courageous book, Cunt, I received a call from my dear friend Orr. She'd chosen a name for her healing practice. Cunt therapy, she said. I laughed out loud and told her I was jealous in the best possible way. You have to meet Orr to understand the irony. A lovely young woman from the Middle East. Her name means light, and it suits her to a T. I recently told her mother that Orr is about 80% angel, so associating her with the C word gave me the giggles. I admired her huevos, which, by the way, means eggs, not balls, and I loved introducing her as founder of Cunt Therapy. Soon after, we got to work. Having given my copy of Cunt to my daughter when she was in high school, I borrowed Orr's and reread it cover to cover. We began holding monthly red tent circles, and we started to develop programs for women to share simple practices we use which, on a good day, support us in owning our power with grace and respect, and on a not-so-good day, keep us from killing anyone. We also designed the Red Tent Oracle cards, a deck of feminine superpowers that do not involve force, powers that arise naturally when our needs are met, such as compassion, surrender, and dignity. We were building a business, but our work had no name. Sitting at Orr's dining table, she said, "How about Cunt Therapy? It's the only thing that addresses everything we do, and I always saw us doing it together. Sage, you're my co-founder." She had called my bluff. I looked at her in a bit of shock. Then, exercising the feminine superpower of sleep, I laid down on her couch and took a nap. It was one thing to introduce Orr as the founder of Cunt Therapy, quite another when I took her to a party and she returned the gesture. And this is Sage, co-founder of Cunt Therapy. You see, I was raised by a petite English lady whose nails are always painted soft pink or peach and whose lingerie drawers are filled with matching white, ivory, and pastel lace coordinates. If this woman owns one black or red article of clothing, I have no memory of it. My sister, 2 years my senior, blocked her ears on the rare occasion when, as adults, my mom and I talked about sex. On the other hand, my daughter, an elfish, brilliant young woman and professional actor, has stood on stage, pretended to shoot herself, then disrobed completely and climbed through the audience, creating what I am told was a remarkable and memorable piece of performance art. I'm somewhere in the middle. At my friend's party, each time Orr introduced me as her co-founder, I felt energized, dynamic, authentic. Still, I wasn't sure whether to howl with joy or crawl under a rock. Was this a dream job or a noose? We were creating a body of work with the potential to support women in restoring themselves and each other to a state of self-love, power, and grace, and Cunt Therapy is the perfect name. But I cannot deny the impact the cultural consciousness has had on me. I felt great and scared. I imagined a revival of witch burnings and recalled real memories of violence and humiliation. However, this fear-based response is the very reason our work is necessary. Cunt is not a slang word. It does not mean anything vile at all. Cunt is a legitimate word of the oldest stock, derived from the name of a goddess. Beautiful, respected words share its root: country, kin, and my favorite of all, kind. Yet this powerful word is used as a weapon against the very people it is meant to honor, and the inaccuracy is perpetuated by a simple lack of education. Like darkness, ignorance cannot resist the light of truth. Could I stand by and allow this confusion to go on for another generation with my hand on the light switch? That night I called my daughter, the only one whose opinion mattered to me, and the one who could be most affected by my choice. Mom, it's you. If you can embrace the word, go for it, but only if you can get behind it 100%. I'm over 50 years old. For most of that time, I have been a daughter, a wife, a mother, a sister, a lover, a girlfriend, and a straight-A student. I've defined myself by how well I could fill a role, ignoring the fact that intentionally or unintentionally, each role has been defined by a patriarchal culture with a patriarchal value system. However, without getting into a discussion on religion, and without suggesting that the source of life can be limited by gender, God was a woman long before God was a man. I've walked on fire. I've birthed underwater with no meds, twice. I've jumped out of a plane with my son. On the mundane level, I eat for health and joy, not weight, and I wear makeup or not, usually not. I pee in the woods, and I insert and remove both my rose quartz yoni egg and my menstrual cup with ease. I am comfy with my body and my female parts, and I know that I am beautiful. Since Orr and I started Cunt therapy, miracles and liberation have become my baseline. When we began our women's circles, as if by magic old feelings of separation dissolved, I welcomed any woman into the circle, whatever our history. I feel no competition. Women I don't even know must feel this, for they approach me, dance with me, hug me. I am living on a foundation of sisterhood, and they feel it with me. I can also finally go grocery shopping without a bra and feel the joy of my free breasts with no self-consciousness. I am on fire with Cunt therapy. I am in 100%. I've started speaking on the topic. Orr and I are creating over a dozen educational modules for women, plus mugs, t-shirts, bookmarks. We are doing our level best to keep up with our inspiration and spread the word, the real word. I still feel nervous sometimes. Nervous about the reactions I might encounter from those I've feared will judge me, but I cannot let fear make my decisions. I trust my family, friends, and readers will support me and benefit from my courage and work. I need powerful words. Knowing the etymology of vagina, I can barely say it without feeling disgust, and vulva is just as bad. Cunt is a real word, a word that honors who I am, who we are. Goddess, kin, kind, a source of life. Cunt is not a neutral word, but it is only a weapon if we pretend we still don't know what it means. Cunt is a word of great power. It is a word of honor and praise. It is a word of love. Cunt is our word, and it's time we take it back. Who's with me?